Hi everyone, today I'm going to be creating a festival inspired look using the colours orange and yellow. So I'm going to begin this makeup look by applying foundation, and the foundation that I'm using today is the Collection 2000 in the shade Porcelain, and I'm just using my Real Techniques brush to buff that into my face. I like to use circular motions just to make sure it's all blended in without leaving any brush strokes. Because this foundation is such full coverage, I find that I don't really need to use concealer. So once I've applied all my foundation, I then go in with my blusher from MAC, and this is in the shade New Romance. And I'm not being too careful with this, I'm just blending this all up my cheekbones and the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going right up into my temples. This is my favourite blush ever, and that is because it's a mineralised blush, and that basically means it enhances your cheekbones with a pearlized shimmer, so it's like a blusher and a highlighter built in one. To begin my eye look, I applied a shimmery cream shade from my Morphe 35W palette all over my lid. I then went in with a pure pigment from Makeup Forever in the shade Orange, and I began by applying this to the outer corners of my eye and blending it inwards. Using the brush I applied the shimmery shade with, I began to blend out the orange colour, and I repeated this layering and blending process until I created the look that I wanted. Next I used the shadow Ray of Light from Makeup Studio, and I just patted this onto the inner half of my eyelid. This shade will help brighten my eye and to also add more highlight to my lid. Next I'm going in with my liquid eyeliner. I am just creating a thin wing for this look. I find using a pen much easier as I have more control over my product placement. To turn this makeup into a festival look, I began by blending the two orange shades I used on my lids onto my face. I began by applying it to my temples and blending it up onto the sides of my forehead and then down onto my cheeks. I want this look to be quite messy, so I'm not worried about being too precise at this stage. To add more orange tones to this look, I decided to go back in with my Morphe 35W palette and take a few of the orange shades from there. This just helped to define my cheekbones a bit more, and again just to add a bit more definition and texture. Using Kryolan and my Ray of Light eyeshadow from Makeup Studio, I began by applying a few dots onto my cheekbones and up onto my temples and forehead. This eyeshadow works so well as it's so shimmery, and it's perfect for this festival look. Next I began by applying Kryolan and glitter to my cheeks and spreading it up onto my temples. The glitter shade that I used is Taffy, and it's from Kandy Cosmetics. I cannot recommend this glitter enough, it is amazing. The pigment is insane. And I find that by using Kryolan to stick it down works really well. Using my Morphe 35W palette, I went in and applied more orange dots just to enhance the look a little. Please can you all excuse my face in this part of the video. Yes, I am aware that I look like a grumpy lemon, but I guess that's just my concentrating face. Using the orange shades I used on my eyes, I brought the colour down onto my shoulder. As this is a festival look, I wanted to carry the look on, as I knew that I'd be wearing a strapless top that day. I then began by applying the same orange dots that I did on my face. I just scattered these all over my shoulder and onto my collarbone, creating the same look that I have going on my cheeks and my temples. Using the same glitter, I then also applied this onto my shoulder. And there we have it, a simple, quick and easy makeup for festivals for this summer.